Hey everyone, and welcome back. In this episode, we're getting into the first of the 3 annual releases from Elijah Craig. This is the Barrel Proof A125. I'm Tuck, and this is Bourbon Broke. So I'm sure this new Elijah Craig Barrel Proof A125 is going to get some flack right off the bat because of the low proof point on this. This one comes in at 118.2 proof, and it matches the lowest proof of any Elijah Craig barrel proof that's been released so far, matching the B521. As far as the age statement on this, it's 10 years and 7 months. So compared to last year's A124, it is a little bit low, with the A124 just a little bit higher on both fronts. That one was 119 proof in 10 years and 9 months. Now the SRP on this is still at the $74.99, so that's good that they haven't raised the price on that. As far as an SRP, we don't see any of those out there yet right now, and unless this really takes off and people have to have it, I don't think you're really going to see an SRP go up on this one. So anyway, enough of that stuff. Let's get into this one and see how it is. So I'm sure I'm like a lot of you out there that really look forward to these Elijah Craig barrel proofs when they come out. You know, they release 3 a year, and it seems like we're always comparing them. We always want them to just get better and better and better, but it just can't happen. You're going to have, ups and downs on these. Some are going to be better than others. Some people will like certain ones better than others, and it's all, personal preferences. So anyway, let's see how this one is. Let's see how the nose is. Do get just, like a classic caramel vanilla in there. Getting a little bit of oak. It's a little nutty, like a sweet nuttiness in there. I'm okay with that. Just a touch of like a butterscotch and honey. And I don't know why, but sometimes I have trouble, with that notes, the butterscotch and honey. Sometimes I can't quite differentiate from them. A little bit I'll think it's honey, then all of a sudden I'll think it's butterscotch. But it's one of those notes in there. Decent nose though, decent nose. And people talk about, this is 118.2 proof. This is a low proof for an Elijah Craig barrel proof, which it is, but still 118.2 proof is it's a decent proof point. Like I say, my sweet spot is that 115, 110 to 120 range. This one falls right in there. I'm liking it. So let's see how it is on the palate. Get on that palate. Yeah, I like that. That oak is coming through a lot more on the palate than it did on the nose. A little bit on the nose, definitely a lot more on the palate. Get that caramel vanilla coming through. Definitely getting some spice. There's like a hint of a baking spice, but probably a little bit more cinnamon in there. That nuttiness, that sweet nuttiness is coming through there, which I did not expect. It reminds me, I get these butter toffee peanuts that I'll serve in dishes, here in my bar, and it reminds me a little bit of that. Pairs well with toffee peanuts. Just a touch of like a milk chocolate. Definitely not a dark chocolate, more of just a slight hint of a milk chocolate in there, yeah. This is pretty decent. I like this. I like it a lot. Obviously, there's other Elijah Craig barrel proof releases that have been out I like better, but this isn't bad. This isn't bad at all. The finish, that oak and that cinnamon and nuttiness is really what's predominant on the finish. It's decent. I like this. I like that they kept it at $74.99. And obviously, you know, with all of these releases, the 3 coming out every year, it's just, we're just going to compare them to the others and say, well, it wasn't as good as this one. It might have been as good as this one. But if you look at it as this bottle on its own, not comparing it to anything else, like if this was a brand new release that just came out, there wasn't any other releases before this at this price point, I believe you would taste this and think, this is a good buy. You know, $74.99 is not, you know, really, really high for a bottle, for 118.2 proof, over 10 years old. And there's probably some older, you know, barrels in here as well. They have to put that lowest, you know, age barrel in here, which is 10 years, 7 months on this one. But just standing on its own, I believe you would say this is a good whiskey and a good buy at $74.99. You know, just not comparing it to everything else. As far as a rating with this one, and again, I'm trying not to compare it to other ones, but still it's good. I like it. I would give this an 8.9. I think that's a fair score with this one. Yeah. Well, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, please hit that like and subscribe button and that notification bell. It doesn't cost you anything and it really does help me out. If you'd like to check out some Bourbon Broke stuff, just go to bourbonbroke.com and check out everything on there. That's it for tonight. And remember, keep your friends close and your bourbon closer. Cheers. Hmm.